a bit of a delicate one. Ooh. But like I said, I'm not fussy with this. The stencil doesn't have to come out perfect. And the great thing with using white is that even if you only do a tiny bit, you still see the results. And that was a mistake, Adele, doing down here. That's not going to work. Cute! Alright, I'll do some down here. I really do love this stencil. I don't know, I got it from Scrapbooking from Scratch, but I don't know the brand or the name of it. I'm very, very sorry. When I do know the brands, I do try and tell you, but this one, I do not. Oh, I love that. And even though the numbers are in white as well, you can still see them through there. So, I'm just going to give this now. I've used a stencil. So instead of wiping it off straight away, let's go on another page. I'll just get a quick piece of baking paper. Okay, so I'm just going to put some baking paper in here and then find another page to do some white flowers on. Maybe this one. Now it is modelling paste, so I'm going to try and go for the areas that are not modelling paste so that it actually works. Like this little corner. So this is what I mean when I say use your stencil more than once so that you don't have to clean it. Because right now I'm going under that stencil apparently. Right now I'm actually getting a 2-for-1 deal out of using a stencil without any of the hassle of cleaning it up and then getting it back out again. I'm just going to kind of smudge this off out here. I love that. I do tend to do my designs in a bit of a diagonal, so if I do something over there, I will typically do something in this corner down here. Oh, that's really beautiful, and I might even be able to very lightly rub this over the top of the gel medium stencil that's already there. Kind of raise it up a little bit. It's a bit hard to see on camera, I think, but you can kind of see the outline of the vine shapes. So this page doesn't really need too much else done to that background before I can start sticking stuff on and make a journal page out of it. I will go back and dry that later on. Let's see if we can get one more use out of this stencil, because I do love it so much. You do kind of need a dark-ish page. That one's already very busy. Maybe this one. Just a wee little bit down here. Let's see. Oh, I got white paint everywhere. As you can see, I don't really care if I get paint everywhere. I just think it's nice sometimes to do stenciling in white. It just gives a little something without being too, oh my god, I've used a stencil here, if you know what I mean. I like a bit of subtle stenciling. That's hard to say. Say that a few times fast. Let's put a bit more up here. Yes, cute. Cute, 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 cute. Right. Do I have more baking paper? No. I might just quickly dry this with my heat gun and dry the other two, and then I'll be back. Okay, all nice and dry. Now, I do want a bit of a boldness on this page, a bit of, because it's very soft and watercolory. I just want something a little bit bold. So I'm thinking this stencil be cute just to do a tiny bit across there. And a couple of options. I could go with a spray, but because this stencil's so petite and tiny little intricate designs, it might not work that well. So I'm thinking of using my bubblegum pink and Calypso teal, my Dilutions paints, to do a bit more smushing. So let's see if this works. If not, my motto, you can always cover it up, always. Now, this is going to be tricky to only get a tiny bit of paint and not a huge piece. I'll tell you what you do. You open up another page. Let's go with this one. And you just kind of smush it around until you don't have that much. And then you grab a piece of baking paper, stick it in there until you can be bothered to dry it. So I'm going to pop that here and just really gently kind of do just a tiny bit, not too much, a bit more heavy maybe on the outside, and have it like petering off. Oh, I love that. Okay, so very carefully I'm going to leave that there. Stay. Will you stay? Surprisingly so. And then I haven't used this colour with a ink dauber yet. So I've got a brand new one to put on. And just a tiny bit. There you go. You barely need anything. And you can kind of match it up again and just kind of blend that in. Oh, and it's giving me this nice dark colour too. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll do a tiny bit more down here. I like it. And then what you can do is, if we go back to this page, pop that there. So I'm basically doing 2 pages at once here. Not sure if this will work, but let's see. Grab some of my trusty water and my scrap piece of paper. And if you spray, whoops, does help if it's open. If you spray a little bit of water on here, just to get that colour moving again. And then, what will happen if I do this? It's an experiment. Oh, I can see colour kind of moving around. Complete experiment. Might be a disaster, but we'll see. Oh, not a disaster! Let's do a bit more down here. See, and in this short little, like we've been working on this page maybe for 20 minutes, taking out the way that I showed you my journal at the start, and we've already got, I think that other page that we added the flower to is done. Just needs some focal image now. That is so pretty. Ah, I love it. And now we can wipe this down. And, oh, hang on. I'm excited. Let me just dry this and then I'll show you a new plan of something else you can do in your Use It Up journal. Let me just put the lids on here, because I'm a little bit clumsy and I'll probably tip them over. So I'm just going to pause it, dry this, and then I'll show you something else we can do with this. Okay, it's all dry, so I'm now going to pick a new page, and because these 2 pages are quite close together, I'm going to choose one. That was that other page that we did before. Look at that, almost all done. I'm going to choose a page right up here. Maybe, maybe this one. A little something down here, let's see. So I'm going to put my stencil. This is not going to give a lot of colour, but it will give some. Grab my baby wipe and I'm going to clean it onto here so that the excess colour will go into those gaps. Perhaps. Maybe we need a little bit of water. Okay, so maybe this one's going to be a disaster. Seems like the paint is already dried. But normally, yep, that was a fail. But normally what you can do is you can clean your stencil onto your page and it will go through. I'll show you. Let's see. Let's use this let's use a different stencil on a different page. Yeah, let's use this one here, and not in pink. Let's do a different colour. Let's do the blue. So, if I just go like this, dab, 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 dab. There's some stencil, and then if I pop it down here, grab my baby wipe and clean it. It goes through so that you get a bit of a ghost image of your stencil as well. That's what I was trying to show you, but I waited too long for the paint to dry. But that also works too. Let me just dry this and I'll be back. While I was waiting for the dryer to dry, I got my ink daubers and I just kind of smushed them down to get all the excess paint off, and it's given a really cool bubbly kind of look. So honestly, just use up every time you go to think, oh, I'm just going to wipe that. Don't wipe it. Wipe it in here and you get your pages already done. So let's go back to the page we're actually doing. Here we go. I'm thinking, what about a little bit of washi? This is washi that's right on my table. I'm loving it right now. I got it in a pocket letter. Oh no, I didn't. I got it in a subscriber parcel. That's what I got. And I'm going to put a bit there. Let's do a little bit down here, and then let's use it all up. Oops. And some more there, and some more there. Cute! Alright, I feel like this needs some writing here, so I'm going to try and find a nice quote on Pinterest, and I'll be back. So I found, all I did was I typed in she and quote into Pinterest. And I found this one, nice one that said, when she is quiet, there is a reason. She is sorting through all the chaos in her head and all the madness in her heart. And I thought that was cute because she's kind of hiding her face and not really showing herself to the world. So I'm just going to put you on fast forward while I write this. Okay, so that's all written on, and I forgot to show you, I'm using a Uni Posca paint pen in black, and is it 0.3 millimeter. Now this is my favorite size. I find this one, the 0.1 MR. Why is this just M and that's MR? Who knows? So I find that this one I clog up a lot, and I usually only use it about 3 times before it's dead and I can't use it anymore, whereas this one is a bullet shape tipped instead of the pin type, and it's a nice size. And the other, there is a bigger one, but it's a bit bigger and it's a bit more, I don't know, permanent marquee, a bit too big for me. So this is my favorite black paint pen if you're looking for a paint pen. So I've written that all on and I love it. I do feel like she needs a bit of an outline though. And I don't know whether to go black or white. I might actually let's do white dots. So I'm just using a whiteout pen because I'm quite lazy and it's very easy to do white dots with a whiteout pen. So I'm going to do that and I'll get back to you because it takes a while and I've got to put my head right over, and you don't want to see my head, do you? No. Okay, so I did my doodly border. I did some white spots using just a whiteout correction pen, whatever you might call it. It's just, you usually use it to put over pen when you've made a mistake, but I like to use it in my art journaling because I don't have luck with white paint pens. I find it hard to find one that's completely opaque, and they usually fade a little bit, whereas whiteout, you're guaranteed to get a pure white opaque dot. And it also gives it a bit of texture, which I like. Now, because my writing's black, I want to do a little bit of black splattering. We'll see how this goes. It could turn into an accident. And I'm just using my Paebo, that brand, India ink. And I got this off eBay. So all I did was type in black India ink. And this is what I got. And it has got a dauber, but, oh God, Adele, don't spill it. But I don't want my splodges that big. So I have a paintbrush that is just for black ink because it does turn the paintbrush black. And I'm just going to get a little bit and try and splatter it. Maybe I didn't get any at all. There we go. Okay. Just going to start off down here. Do a little bit up here. And I'm not fussed about the quote being completely clear. If some of it's hard to read, that's okay. I like it. Should I do a big splodge? Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. That one looks like a little bit funny. I'm just going to blob it out. This is when you're all shouting, Adele, stop! And I'm still going. Right, I think that's enough. Black ink is usually the only thing that I do just immediately go and wash. So I just wipe this with a baby wipe and then just put it back in my paintbrushes. And I think we're done. Whoa, that was close. I just splodged black ink everywhere on my desk. Lucky it wasn't on me. So yes, so that's how I use my Use It Up journal. I might do this video in 2 parts actually because it's been going for quite a while. Does it need a tiny word sticker? It might. Hang on. Okay, I found this little sticker in my Tim Holtz Small Talk and it says hold tight and pretend it's a plan. So I'm just going to stick it down there just because I love tiny word stickers so much. Cute. All right. Now it is done. So thanks for watching, guys, and please give this video a likey if you liked it, and if you'd like to see some more art journal process videos in my Use It Up journal. And I'll see you all next time. Let me know in the comments below if you have a Use It Up journal and if you like it, if you like the process of it, and what you find most challenging about it. For me, my most challenging thing, I think, would be waiting for things to dry in it. I'm very impatient. So if I've got leftover paint, I'd like to put it on 3 pages instead of just 1, and I get a bit too impatient with it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!